They say curiosity is a powerful thing, but sometimes it leads you down a path you were never meant to walk. For Lara, that path led to the abandoned Hunter Academy. The stories were a local legend, a school that trained elite hunters of the supernatural, shut down after a mysterious fire decades ago. Locals swore they could still hear screams at night, but Lara had to see for herself. One gray afternoon, with the sky heavy and the wind whispering warnings, she pushed open the rusted gates. The air inside was thick with the ghosts of the past. Shattered windows stared like hollow eyes, and peeling paint clung to the walls like old skin. Every footstep echoed, each one a declaration of her intrusion. The faint, acrid smell of old smoke hung in the air, a constant reminder of the academy's fiery end. But it was the symbols carved into the walls that truly unnerved her. They were sharp, deliberate, and felt. Recent her curiosity, a dangerous compass, led her deeper. She followed the cold draft to the gymnasium, where the metallic temps of old blood mixed with something rotten. In the center of the floor, a circle of ash lay undisturbed, surrounded by scorched handprints burned into the wood. Her flashlight flickered, and a voice, barely a whisper, slithered into her ear. "Leave." Now Lara spun around, her heart hammering against her ribs, but the gym was empty, just the groan of the old building settling around her. She tried to convince herself it was the wind, but the chill that followed had nothing to do with the weather. The shadows seemed to twist and writhe at the edge of her light. She found the library next. Strangely, its heavy oak doors were intact. Inside, shelves sagged under the weight of ancient hunting manuals and leather-bound journals. One small notebook, sitting alone on a desk, caught her eye. Its cover simply read, "Lessons of the Hunter." She opened it. The pages were filled with frantic handwriting, detailing how to track creatures, set supernatural traps, and perform rituals to bind spirits. One page was smeared with dark, dried stains. Blood. At the bottom, a chilling warning was scrawled. "They watch those who seek the knowledge." A sudden noise from the hall made her freeze. Footsteps, slow, dragging, and unmistakably deliberate. She aimed her flashlight down the corridor and saw it, a tall, thin shadow moving with a jerky, unnatural gait. "Hello," she called out, her voice trembling. The shadow stopped. A whisper echoed back, "Do you wish to learn, or to die?" Panic seized her. She turned to run, but the hallway stretched before her, twisting into an impossible length. The doors behind her had vanished. She ran blindly, her flashlight flickering violently as the whispers grew louder, a chorus of voices speaking a language she felt in her bones. She finally stumbled into the main hall, where moonlight poured through a shattered window. There, on the balcony above, a figure stood watching her. Its face was hidden by a deep hood, its pale hands resting on the railing. "You should not be here," it said, the voice echoing as if from the walls themselves. "Hunters do not welcome intruders." A scream tore from her throat as she bolted through the nearest door, finding herself in an old dormitory. The rooms were filled with dusty beds and broken mirrors. She caught her reflection, but it was twisted, her eyes hollow, and her skin gray. Behind her, in the glass, a dark figure smiled. She fled into the courtyard, but the gate she'd entered now seemed miles away. Every path she took led her back toward the school. The Hunter Academy was alive, a labyrinth with no exit, and it was toying with her, heart pounding. She closed her eyes, whispered a prayer, and ran straight into the fog, not daring to look back. When she opened her eyes again, the gates were right in front of her. She tumbled through them, gasping for air, and didn't stop running until the familiar lights of her town were in sight. That night, sleep offered no escape. The warning from the journal echoed in her mind. They watch those who seek the knowledge. And as she lay in the dark, she knew, with terrifying certainty, that they were still watching. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy stories that explore the darkness, be sure to subscribe for more.